Hello, welcome to another episode of Plastic Profiles. With you, as always, is Agent Chuckles and
That's that guy. And Steve, the writing dad.
Steve, the writing dad. That's that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could look at our captions.
Yeah, but
Anyways,
get the horse's mouth this way.
So we're here for a little quick episode, a little quickie, so to speak. There was a Wondercon, some recent happenings, some news has come out from that. We also had a few things that we have missed, and we're trying to do a little housekeeping, a little tidying up, so that we're all caught up with our current events. So we call these episodes "Show Render to the Renders," because often there are renders. No real renders with this in this particular episode, and I just didn't want to call it anything else. So that's what we're going with.
Yeah, because we can.
Because we can. All right, so let's dive in.
Ooh.
So the name reveals that we have missed out on. So the last, I believe it was the Leap Day stream, Hasbro's stream, the very final, basically as the credits were rolling, like, oh, by the way, they name dropped Frag Viper on us. We did not include that with our episode because we missed it.
Yeah,
we knew it pretty much. We knew it pretty much right away, but everything had already gone out, and so
we're just like, we're just gonna have to. We're gonna have to give this one, some time.
Right. And then Road Pig has been talked about for a while now from Mr. Lenny, and then he was name dropped along with Blowtorch on another collectible podcast, which I knew, Adventures in Collecting podcast. I apologize if I get it wrong. Like a true journalist, I don't know my source. But that's where it was released. It's all over. You guys probably know it already, and this isn't breaking news, but I should have known that, and I'll do better. Anyway, so let's look at our characters. So Frag Viper, he is a grenade thrower. Basically, he comes with...
That's your job. Just
okay. No, look at his. He's got the sloth claws, like the highlight, and he just.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, and yeah. So that's what he does. That's his job. He throws grenades.
This whole thing is throwing grenades.
Yeah. So I would expect a design very similar to this. Probably have that trademark bug-eyed mask. I'm not.
Looks like an alien, right? Like a roach.
I'm not sure I'm going to army build this guy. I'm sure he's vital to the team. Is.
I feel like he got in like he's somebody's grandson. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we gonna do with him? He can't do anything, man. Look, just let him throw grenades, bro. Like anybody can do that. You know what I mean? Like
he shows up to all the functions. He brings the silverware and napkins. We have to find something for him. I don't know. Let him throw grenades. Cool. And give him the scoop. Give him the dog food scoop so he can throw them farther. What do they call those? What are those dog toys? You put the ball in it and you chuck it. Something. I think they're chuckets or something. Yeah. Anyways,
he gotta chuck it on his arm.
Yeah, he's got a chuck it built into his arm. But I don't know how he's pulling the pin. That grenade looks like that's got the pin. That looks like a regular grenade, not like a special chuck it throwing grenade. So I don't know how he pulls the pin on that. With the gun
that's
the other
why
hand.
They gave him that job. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And grenades are often depicted as you bite it and pull it out, but supposedly that's pretty hard to do. I don't know that you see that in the more realistic, gritty military dramas where they're. But I don't think that's a real thing.
It's not.
I think it's one of those things that was built up in our childhoods that just is not come to fruition, like quicksand.
It's just mud, folks.
Yeah. If I've learned anything in my 48 years on this planet, it's that quicksand lurks around every turn. No, it's not a thing, really. Not where I am. Not what I was led to believe.
I would go to the beach or whatever. Like that looks like quicksand. Stay away from that part right there.
I've abandoned so many horses in piles of mud thinking it was quicksand. It gets expensive, man. I'm telling you, horses are not cheap. No, siree. Okay. All right, that's silly. All right, so then we move on to Road Pig. He is another Dreadnought. So after starving us of Dreadnoughts for so long in the line, now we just can't stop getting them. And that's fine. I like them. They're fun. They're whimsical.
He was my favorite figure for a long time when he came out.
Yeah.
Because
I think there's a lot of people agree with you.
Beast, man.
Yeah,
like, yo, that's my guy. Yeah.
And the coolest thing about him, he's wearing hockey pads.
Yeah.
And football pads.
Imagine if his real voice sounded like Mike Tyson's. Like, you see that big guy.
Well,
Skinner.
In the comic, I think he's depicted as having, sort of multiple personalities. Like, sort of, if you've ever seen that show in the 80s, 90s, Herman's Head, like he'll have one guy speak the smart voice, and then he's like, but boss.
Oh, okay.
He's like Master Blaster in his own head kind of thing. I don't know if that's not a great comparison, but he'll have Fraser Crane, and then he has Goobus McGowan. I don't know. I don't know.
Goobus McGowan?
I just made up that name. Goobus McGowan. I'm sorry. I just picked it out of a hat.
He's getting blamed for all of this.
I'm sorry. It's not your fault.
Why does my name keep getting slandered?
You are good people. You are good people. So anyways, enough about that before I say some super insensitive things. So he's probably going to come on a bigger body because he's a beast. So I would think they may even go crazy over the top, like Stallone over the top size body. Yeah. And make it a bigger body than even Gung Ho or Roadblock. Like they might, a man beast.
Yeah.
So he's going to come with that. He's going to probably have some sort of crossbow contraption. He's going to have his cinder block Thor hammer. And his football pads. Yeah. And his Energizer Bunny haircut. Yeah. I mean, you can pretty much picture him already. I think he's gonna look just like this. And even if they update some things, I'll be okay. As long as he represents this somewhat.
Right.
There's always a chance we'll get him in the retro collection just like this. So however you want to give me Road Pig, I'm up for it. Bring it on.
Word.
Over the top.
I like it.
And then we have Blowtorch, Timothy Hanrahan with the Irish accent from Tampa, Florida. So there's different ways I could go about this. I'm gonna suspect. I'm calling my shot here.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he's gonna have a base underbody, and then they're gonna throw on his pads as loose pieces, as strap-ons. He's gonna have a secondary, like a chest piece, and then he's gonna have his mask plugs into that. I think it's gonna be very reminiscent of this figure. I don't think they're gonna create a whole new body just for this. I think we're gonna get some sort of underbody with a jumpsuit, like a mole rat, like some figure they've already done, and then add on the pads over top, and that's fine because that's how we can continue to get these figures. And Hasbro still will keep giving them to us because that not every figure requires all new tooling and all the money it requires. If they save a few bucks but give us a new character, as long as the character is done justice, I'm fine with it. However they want to do it, that's their job. They've been doing this for years and years. So, yeah. Oh, and he's an actual flamethrower guy.
Stuff. Bring it to me brand new. Create a whole new.
Only new pieces.
Oh, chisel what you got to chisel. I don't know how it works. Get it done.
Now, a spoiler for you plastic profilers out there. For an upcoming episode, we talk about barbecue and how his attachment thing is or is not a flamethrower or a fire extinguisher. Are you able to make out anything from this particular weapon about what you think that is supposed to do? Now, we know his name's Blowtorch. It's supposed to be a.
Yeah.
But do you think that could actually do that?
Just looking at the muzzle, yes.
Yeah. All right. That's all. That's it. So far, so good. Bring it on.
So far, so good. I'm good. I am not a pyro expert.
No.
I want to put that out there in bold lettering. But if I were to partake in pyromania, I would kind of side with that tool right there. You know what I mean? It'll get the job done.
All right. So I'm curious when we do feature Blowtorch on one of our episodes, because of his whole, again, for you plastic profilers that haven't watched the episode yet, because it isn't out yet, but you'll know it when you know it. When you know, you know. WYKYK. About the backpack and the tanks and that sort of thing. That's an issue with barbecue that we talk about, and I'm curious to see what will come of this. Yeah. Okay. So those are the name reveals. We don't have any designs or anything cool to look at besides these and to dream about them, like vision of sugar plums dancing in our heads. So, also, it was revealed, was once a man Cobra Commander. So we have
once a man.
Really, I mean, we have some idea, but there's no telling everything that this could be. This could be a single figure. This could be a multi-pack. This could be like some kind of snap-on snake part figure. Who knows? What I have pictured here are shots from, of course, the live action, right? The G.I. Joe, the movie, 1987 movie, and we've got Cobra Commander in different stages of his snakitude.
Was once man.
Well, once man, I was once a man. Men may rule, but serpents never. Was once a man.
Anyways, for all you audio
do you think that
listeners, you're welcome.
A different version of Roadblock,
Well, so this Roadblock has sort of been made.
Okay.
The in the first or second wave, they made a Roadblock that had the green vest. It had very futuristic-y weapons.
Mm-hmm.
But most people referred to that as this is version 2 of classic version 2 of Roadblock. This would be, if they remade this Roadblock, this would be like version, I don't know, 4 in the classified. They've done several Roadblocks already. Okay. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this one come out in a retro style at some point, on a retro card. Maybe holding a snake that you could wrap around him or something. I don't know. But yeah, so we've got different versions of his snakiness. We've got Just Exposed, where you see his green snaky skin. Then you've got the snake face, where his helmet doesn't fit on him anymore. And he's got his extra eyeballs looking at you. And then we've got pretty much almost entirely a snake wrapped around Roadblock's waist. Yeah. So, what do you think those white things are on his face?
Are those teeth? This is why human teeth? This is why we work, because I was looking at this picture and I was thinking the same thing. I swear to God, I thought that they were teeth.
I think there's human teeth.
They look like teeth, right? And then I'm looking at but snakes don't have. I mean, they have fangs, but and then I'm like, they don't have teeth like that, And are they his lips? Did they turn into lips at one point? Like what's happening here? Like I just don't know.
Maybe his human teeth got too big for his snake mouth.
Those are
because, like you said, snakes don't have teeth like that.
Those are big teeth, man.
Well, he's got some chiclets. It's true.
Like, they got them all capped. Like,
if you look in the last picture, though, he's definitely got a full set of chompers. The one where he's nearly a snake. For my listeners out there, the picture where he's nearly and entirely a snake, he does show his chompers full on. So I'm thinking his
does.
teeth
He does.
maybe just got, maybe because he's mid transformation, I
It just
can't
got stuck.
replicate it with my mortal face. But
like what your parents would tell you, like, hey, oh, you keep making that face is gonna stay stuck that way.
yeah,
Well,
oh yeah, he
Cobra
was totally
Commander,
making that face. Yeah,
Well, Cobra Commander, there you go.
yeah. Don't make the face where you have 5 extra eyeballs. Oh yeah.
Like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with some laboratory stuff. Brilliant scientist, my butt.
Right.
You gave yourself extra eyeballs, Joker.
Oh, I don't want to be on his team.
No. Yeah, this isn't my Cobra Commander in my headcanon, but I am super excited to see this figure, as I will also, if I'm able to, purchase it, because I am a fool. But I'm excited to see the designs and how they sculpt this figure and all that, because I think it's going to look awesome, whether or not I really think my Cobra Commander is a Snake Man or not. So I'm down for whatever. We know based on the figure that they do have a Cobra Commander in that blue classic uniform coming. Well, they have one that's already out. Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander that came out with the HISS tank. I point over there, it's no longer there. Then they have another one we know is coming in the retro line with the regular Cobra logo on his chest. So I'm going to expect they're probably using parts of that for something. Maybe swap out heads, extra hands. There's no telling what this is going to look like. And maybe it does come with a roadblock. We don't know. Could be a retro 2-pack for all we know. They didn't tease it that way, but I mean, goodness, could be anything.
Anything.
No, anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So very exciting. Very exciting.
That sounds good. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I can see them doing so. Maybe the same body, 2 different head sculpts, like that.
Yeah.
And but like a separate completed snake version. What is it?
Sure.
Like that comes with it. I can definitely see that.
Yeah. So you can have your before and after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe it's a convention exclusive or something, or you just never know. They're always going to pull a fast one on us. Them Hasbro folks.
Levels.
Keep us on our toes.
We're watching.
Yeah. Now, not before we get into the next few slides, they also showed off a line of Ghostbusters GI Joes, to put it.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're made with the rubber bands and everything. They got the four Ghostbusters and the Ecto-1 car, and they're all going to be 3 3/4 inches tall, and they'll workable with your original GI Joes, playable. It's pretty cool.
I might have to get that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I
might have to get
you can
that.
find it. I didn't put any pictures in this slideshow, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. You can find it on all over Instagram, and yeah, I'm definitely thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that.
It's pretty sweet. Jetpacks. Yeah, they all come with jetpacks. It's weird. No, they're proton packs and the wands, and there's a trap, and then there's the PKE meter, and I think there's the goggle things that Ray wears. So,
yep.
Anyways,
something
moving on.
To get. All right.
So we'll just fly through these real quick, because our critique of these figures that are basically essentially done, we save for the big show, the Plastic Profiles show.
Come join us.
Come join us. Pardon me. But yeah, so we'll just fly through these real quick. Goodness gracious, if I don't die first. We've got the classified retro cardback Beachhead. And then there he is in his packaging. Now these packaging pictures were taken from the Full Force Podcast Instagram page, but they credit it to a Stephen MC. So that's what I'm going to say. I didn't see any more name. That's just who I'm going to credit with it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yay.
So we got the cool packaging, emulating the original 80s card backs, with the newer twist on it. So there's Beachhead. Then we've got the retro cardback eels, which are very unchanged from their original incarnations, but they're giving they sold a ton of these right away, and so people were very anxious to get their hands on more eels. So they quickly put them in the retro line so that people could have more eels. There really isn't much of a difference. There's some a tampo missing from the backpack that was there. The strap on the torpedo or the harpoon gun is a different color, but pretty much it's the same figure, same accessories and everything. And so if you missed them before, have it.
There we go.
And then we got the snow serpent.
Nice.
Looking snow serpenty there, missing his wolf hat and cloak and all that. So it's just a basic bare bones snow trooper. Okay. And good? Basic bare bones snow trooper, and yeah, I'm good. And yeah, so there you go. Another situation. Those things sold pretty well as well. Mm-hmm. They were a deluxe figure, came with a lot more stuff, but this will be a smaller price point, so buy a bunch.
People use them to army fill.
Oh yeah, this is an army build. Yep. This and the eels are definitely army builders.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah. And then the Cobra Ferret, and with the driver, still a female driver, which is fine. I guess they all are. I don't know. Right. I guess it's just a squad of females on four-wheelers. That's fine. So,
yo,
I still don't understand. I don't. It's fine. It's fine.
What do you think? Like after if they go on a job, like what you know how you guys be like, yo, man, that bleep was crazy. You know, they talk real guttural, you know.
Yeah.
Oh
hey,
my
Frank.
God, it was so rank in there. Oh, I'm gonna have to wash my hair for a week. Oh God, I don't know. That's I don't know. Insane. My mind thinks about these things. I'm like, what can we talk about after incident?
It looks like she's filing her nails in that first picture.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It's about time that you guys made it here. Goodness.
Have you seen Janice's air pressure and her hair ferret? Like, are you in the sand much? No. Lower that air pressure.
I swear, I'm going to tell Commander just to get rid of her already. She's just becoming
look, I love the figure, looks great, but it's just like when they do a 2-pack, one officer and one soldier. Are they even numbers? Like, are all the drivers female? But if they release a driver later, single carded that's a male, that's great. I can mix and match myself. But to make me army build where every driver of the four-wheeler is a female, I think that's silly. I think it's silly.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, this is the No Boys Club.
No Boys Club allowed. Boom, boom. But everything looks great. I can't complain. I like the helmet, very BMX style of it. Again, it really does look like she's filing her nails. I gotta go to another picture. I can't stop seeing that one now. Okay. All right. So what do we got here? I guess the gun comes off, and she can hold it.
She can't carry that. Sorry, it was just too easy.
You shot my hair. The space balls.
We have fun here.
Yeah. So that wraps up our homework. There's another picture there. Quick action pose. There she is. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Some more pictures. I like the look when the tires are dirty looking. They look very realistic. That's very cool. Yeah. So that's that. And that's all I have to say about that. Everything, good stuff coming. Very excited. Those retro figures go up for pre-order on April 4th, and probably at like 11 or something. I don't know what time, but Eastern time probably. Maybe 11 and 1 Eastern time. I don't know. Look out on April 4th.
Yeah. Ready.
But yeah, so that's it for now. And thank you for joining us. And yeah, make sure you check out our stuff below.
Right. Yes.
All our links are in the descriptions. And check out the big show. Mindbender came out a week ago. And I think Barbecue comes out in another week, I think.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, find out.
Good stuff.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Yo, Joe.